Hello, 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 everyone. If you have issues hearing me or the music at all, please let me know in the chat and make sure to mute yourselves as well as we start our burn today. I am here again with Abby, my beautiful student body, and myself. I'll be doing more verbal cues rather than demoing, but if you'd like to pin the video, it'll kind of make this one video a little bigger on your screen. You'll just hover over the 3 dots in the corner, click on the pin video, and that'll help make it bigger instead of that grid view. But again, it's your practice, so feel free to listen to whatever music you want. I did share the Spotify playlist in the chat if you would like to follow along there. Otherwise, just be sure to mute yourselves again for none of that crossover audio. If you'd like to share any of these classes on social media, we'd be really, really grateful. And then as always, the new schedule for tomorrow with the playlist will be coming out in an email later today. So yeah, thanks for joining us on this semi-gorgeous Monday afternoon. Let's just get started on our mats right away. I like to suggest extended child's pose. If that is something that feels good for you to hang out in for a couple minutes, feel free to make your way down onto your mat. Extended child's pose is big toes to touch towards the back of your mat. You're opening up your knees to get into your hips and extend your arms long in front of you to stretch out your shoulders. Bring your forehead down to the ground just to limit your vision to focus on this time here. You carved out these 45 minutes for yourself, so work on showing up for every single moment of it here, right? This appointment we made with ourselves, we will not be canceling. It is a 45-minute class. It will go right up until the end. So work on pushing yourself, but pacing yourself, and as always, using your breath. Speaking of that breath, let's do one united breath together. Yogis, exhale everything out of your lungs. Beautiful. Take a big inhale through your nose, fill up with air. And open mouth exhale, just let everything go. Beautiful. This open mouth exhale, this is your burn breath. This is the type of breath that will be guiding us through practice today. It helps release the heat that we build in our body. Know that you can take breaks, grab water, towel off at any point. We're just here for structure and support, but you are truly your best teacher. So please listen to your breath and listen to your body in whatever capacity you've shown up on your mat here today. Yogis, if it was within your intention to set an intention for practice today, you can flip your palms up towards the ceiling here. Maybe call to mind an idea or person that you would like to dedicate your energy to. Abby and I were just chatting before, talking about just being physically present in our bodies. It's spoken about a lot, but just focusing on the here and the now instead of the expectations about where you're heading. Unpopular opinion, Mondays are beautiful for a new, fresh start. We're re-energized after the weekend. There's so much hope and potential there. They are the days that I feel the most productive. Use whatever intention you have chosen to set, bring that to the forefront of your mind, and we'll set it out with an open mouth exhale together. Exhale everything out. Yogis, take a big inhale, fill up with air. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Beautiful. On your next inhale, slowly shift forward to a tabletop position. Yogis, I will start the playlist now. It is the first song, just a few minutes of warming up. Let's flow through a few rounds of cat and cow, so meet in that neutral tabletop. Inhale, cow pose, fill up with air, let your heart shine forward. Beautiful. Exhale, cat pose, tuck your tailbone, arch your back. Inhale, cow pose, fill up, let your chest expand. Beautiful. Exhale, cat pose. Push your mat away from you. Create space between those shoulder blades. Gorgeous. One more time, just like that. Inhale, cow pose. Let your belly hang. Tilt your tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, cat pose. Carve it out. Elbow to chin towards chest. Beautiful. Slowly come back to a neutral tabletop position. Yogis, with an inhale, curl your toes under. And exhale, downward facing dog. So hips come high and walk out your dog to get into the back line of your body. So find a little movement here. You can rock weight forward and back, bend one knee and then the other. Just start to warm up your body. This may be the first down dog in a while. Beautiful, yogis. Down dog, slowly find some stillness here. On your next inhale, lift your heels. Bring your chest towards your thighs, and then with an exhale, melt your heels back down a little bit. Last stretch. On your next inhale, look forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose, step or walk behind your wrist. Let your torso hang heavy and let your head hang heavy. Yogis, if you'd like to grab opposite elbows with opposite hands or interlace your fingers behind your head to help it hang heavy, you can do so. Just rock weight from your heels to your toes or sway from side to side. Yogis, if you chose an arm variation, swap out your grip. Give this side just as much attention, energy, and balance. Shake your head yes and no, and then yes again. If you'd like to take a little chest expansion here, if you can interlace your fingers behind your back, stretching out your shoulders here, any amount that feels good today. Yogis, slowly release your chest expansion. Last little low back stretch here. Release your left hand to the mat. Bend your left knee. Easy open twist. Reach your right arm high. Beautiful. Slowly bring your palm back to the mat and switch out sides. Bend your right knee. Lift that left arm towards the ceiling. Beautiful, yogis. Slowly bring your palms back to the mat. Toe heel your feet together, deep bend in your knees, and come to sit on your seat. Yogis, we're starting with some belly up core first, just to build that heat in our bodies. Open mouth exhales here, however feel good for your body today. All right, interlace your fingers behind your head. Feet are underneath your seat. Elbows are wide out of your vision. Basic crunches. Here we go. It's lift and lower, lift and lower. You exhale as you lift. Beautiful. So chin is off your chest here. You're exhaling as you lift. Shoulder blades are coming off the mat with control. Just start small and controlled here. Beautiful cadence. You're there for 4, just there for 3. You'll pulse it up in 2, and 1. Little pulses up. It's a pulse and pulse. Yes, make this small and controlled. Use muscle, not momentum here. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You'll hold it high in 2, and 1. Hold it high. Just for 4. Just for 3. You're here for 2. Bring your legs to tabletop in 1. Yogis, legs are in a tabletop position here. We're gonna pulse to the right and left, right and left. So almost like ankle biters here, but in a tabletop position, crossing the midline of our body with control. 4, just there for 3. You'll pulse to the right in 2, and 1. Will pulse right. Just for 4. Just for 3. You'll pulse to the left in 2, and 1. Pulse it left. Just for 4. Just for 3. Come back to center in 2, and 1. Yogis, extend your right leg long. It's gonna be lift and lower down. Little lift up and lower down. We're not here long. Just for 4. Just for 3. You'll pulse it low in 2, and 1. It's pulse, pulse, pulse. You're here for 4. 3. Swap sides in 1. Tabletop. Lift that leg. Lower down for 2. Lift back up for 2. Beautiful. You lower for 2 and lift for 2. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You'll pulse it low in 2, and 1. Pulse it low. Just for 4. Just for 3. Legs up the wall in 2, and 1. Legs up the wall. Take a moment to catch the beat here. Yogis, we are working on reverse crunches. If this does not feel good for your back, you can do lower leg lifts. Wherever you're at, flex your feet to bring your toes towards your face. Reverse crunches, you're bringing your hips off the mat using your lower abs. Here we go. It's a lift and lower, a lift and lower. You exhale as you lift. Yogis, find control in this. Most things with our legs will work our lower abs. You're stamping your footprint on the ceiling. We're not here long. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. Make them cherry pickers in 2 and 1. Cherry picker. So right and left. You reach and reach, also called climbing the rope. Lift your chest off the mat for 4. Just for 3, bicycle twist in 2. So bend your knees in 1. Bicycle twist. It's a right and left, right and left. Yogis, options for just the arms or just the legs today. So many options. But bring your elbow more towards your knee rather than your knee to your elbow. Beautiful, you got it. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Make them scissor legs in 2 and 1. Scissor legs. Just for 8. Just for 7. So good. So strong. You got this. Yes, Monday. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Take a long body stretch in 2 and 1. Long body stretch. Big inhales and exhales to stretch out your core. Yogis, we are burning out our core here. Feels so good. You will not pull a muscle. Whenever you are ready, grab behind your knees. Rock and roll the length of your spine. Meet me in your boat pose Navasana on your mats. You can stay with your feet on the ground. That is boat pose. But ground down through your sits bones. Broaden your chest like your heart is lifted with a string. One long line from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Yogis, if you'd like to challenge your balance, you can lift your feet or your hands. You're here for 4. Just here for 3. Find your low boat in 2 and 1. Low boat for 4. For 3. Back to high boat in 2. Yes, you can. In 1. High boat. You're here for 4. Just 3. Low boat in 2 and 1. Low boat. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Back to high boat in 2 and 7. High boat. You're here for 4. Lift your chest. 3. Low boat in 2. Lower down in 1. Low boat. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Make them flutter kicks in 2. It's short, I promise. In 1. Flutter kicks. Just for 4. Just for 3. Long body stretch in 2 and 1. You're done. Beautiful dedication and effort here. Take some big inhales and exhales to catch your breath. Don't lose sight of your intention, focusing on the present. And we are moving into a squat series. Single squats here. Feet are hip width distance apart or wider. The lowest part of your squat is where your chest is still lifted. We're adding on as we go, so make sure you have some space. Single squats to start. You ready? Here we go. So it's lower and lift, lower and lift. You exhale as you lift. So yogis, your core is engaged even as you lower. That helps protect your back here. You're really squeezing your glutes as you lift. Beautiful. Weights in your heels. You're sitting back with control. Gorgeous. Yes. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. Pulse it low in 2 and 1. Little pulses low. Just for 4. Just for 3. Hold it low in 2 and 1. Hold it low. Just for 4. Just for 3. Back to singles in 2. You'll lower first. In 1. Here we go. So it's lower and lift. Lower and lift. You exhale as you lift. Breath to movement here. Just here for 4. 3. You'll add a leg lift in 2. Yogis, it looks like this. So it's down, lift up, down, lift up. So almost like you're marching in place. Find a range of motion that works for you. Use your abs to lift that knee. Rock weight back into your heels. Yes. You're here for 4. Just here for 3. We'll make it elbow to knee in 2. 1. It looks like this. So it's lower and twist. Yes. Lower and twist. You exhale as you twist. Use your core. Twist through the midline. Use your breath. Gorgeous. Yes, you got it. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. You'll pulse it low in 2. Second set. In 1. Pulse it low. It's pulse and pulse. Yes. So good, so strong. Yogis, your glutes are the biggest muscles in your body. You got this. For 4. For 3. Hold it low in 2 and 1. Hold it low. Just for 4. Just for 3. Back to singles. In 2, you'll add a lateral leg lift. 1, they look like this. So it's lower and lift. lower, and lift. You exhale as you lift. Yogis, use your outer glute, your outer thigh to help lift that leg. Gorgeous. You got it. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Make it a kickback in 2 and 1. It looks like this. So it's lower and back. Yes, lower and back. You exhale as you lift. Bring it home just here for 4. For 3, pulse it low. In 2, last pulse. In 1, yes, you got it. It's pulse and pulse. Sit low, engage your core. Use your breath. Don't hold your breath. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it low. In 2, last hold. And 1, hold it low just for 4. Yes, you can. And 3, you're done. In 2, shake it out. In 1, you're done. All right, get some blood flow in your knees, yogis. We are moving on to a little bit of arm workouts to give our legs a little bit of a break. If you don't have weights, that is okay. This will still be a workout. You can use soup cans, water bottles, whatever feels good. We're working on biceps first, just basic bicep curls. So palms face up, elbows in, it's lift, and you exhale as you lift. So yogis, when we're holding weight, we want straight, strong wrists right here. Beautiful, yes. No curving, no dumping the weight into our hands. This is for our biceps. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You'll pulse it halfway, 2 and 1. Pulse it here, just for 4, just for 3. Make it rotator cuffs in 2 and 1. They look like this. It's an open and in, open and in. So alternate which hand comes in top. But yogis, it's a very small muscle. You can make it a very small movement. You're exhaling as you close with control. You're there for 4, for 3, just for 2. Make it a narrow row in 1 with that tricep kickback. So yogis, strong stance here, compound movement. It's a lift and up, in and down. You lift up and back, in and down. Yogis, this is for your back and triceps here. Beautiful option, always 1 arm at a time with these arm workouts. Your elbows are lifted higher than your hips. You're really squeezing your triceps at the top. Find control, exhale as you lift and as you extend. Beautiful, yes. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. You'll pulse your triceps up in 2 and 1. Hold it up and pulse, pulse, pulse. Yes. Beautiful. We're not here long. Engage your core, protect your back. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Make them hammer curls in 2 and 1. So right here, it's a lift and lower, lift and lower. You exhale as you lift. Yogis, 1 arm at a time is always here for you. This is a different muscle. Find the momentum that challenges you. We're using muscle, not momentum, so that range of motion rather. Exhaling as you lift. Gorgeous. Y'all got it. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. You'll pulse it halfway in 2. And 1 little pulse is here, just for 4. Just for 3. You'll pulse it out in 2. And 1, pulse it out, just for 4. Just for 3. You're here for true triceps overhead extension up here. It's the lower and lift, a lower and lift. Yogis, we are not here long. Keep that narrow stance with your elbows. You're exhaling as you lift. That's when the tricep shortens. Beautiful. Yes, so good. You're there for 4, just there for 3. Ditch your weights in 2 and 1. Yogis, ditch your weights here. We will not be using them for, I always say that, but that's actually not true. If you have weights or if you have something that will help with your balance, yogis, we're gonna do a curtsy lunge here. And sometimes we do that with our hands at heart center. Today, if that feels good for you, please meet me in your curtsy lunge, so leaned over. We'll start with our right leg in front, so left leg is behind you. We're turning it into a Shiva squat with a leg kick, but it's lower and lift, lower and lift. You exhale as you lift. So again, yogis, we've done this with here before. If that feels better for your back, totally feel free to go for it. You should feel this in your outer thigh and your glutes. You're there for 4. Just for 3, you'll pulse it low. In 2, little pulses down. In 1, pulse it low. Just for 4. Just for 3, Shiva squat. In 2, you'll add that leg kick. In 1, it looks like this. It's a lower and kick. Gorgeous, Abby. Yes. Squeeze your glutes to lift that heel. It should be warmed up now. You exhale as you lift. Square your chest to the mat. Weight is in that strong standing leg. You got it. Just for 4. Just for 3, you'll pulse your heel up. In 2 and 1, pulse it up. It's a pulse and pulse. Beautiful control. Engage your core. Protect that low back. Leaning forward. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Other side. In 2, curtsy lunges. In 1, left leg front. It's a lower and lift, a lower and lift. So each side of your body feels different because it looks different. Take a moment to set it up so it feels strong and good on this side. Notice where you're holding your breath or feels tight. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. You'll pulse it low. In 2 and 1, little pulse is low. It's a pulse and pulse. Beautiful. Use your breath. Open mouth exhales here. Let go of that heat. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Shiva squats. In 2, you'll add that leg kick. In 1, last side. It's a lower and kick, a lower and kick. And you exhale as you kick. Yogis, it's not about doing every single thing. It's about doing what you do well. So use your breath. Use your strong legs. They're so strong. They got it. They're warmed up. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Pulse that heel up. In 2 and 1, little pulse is up. It's a pulse and pulse. Good control. Give this side just as much energy and attention as the other. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Come to standing. In 2. You're done in 1. Beautiful. So yogis, now we are not using weights for the next couple workouts here, but we are still in our split leg series. So split leg series, we're working on a little bit of lunges here. It's the same song that we've been using for the kick. So it is a slow beat so you can focus on the movement here. Yogis, we're doing each side one at a time, or together rather, so 1 and then 1. But yogis, what it's gonna be is it's gonna be a lunge back. You're low in your lunge, and then you're twisting, and you're gonna twist towards the side that has the leg in front. So it's up, back, side, together. It's back, over, together, and up, down, over, together, and up. Beautiful, yes. So find a cadence that works for you. If this is too fast or too slow, find something that works. But in our lunges, stack joints are our strongest joints. That is why our front knee is over our front ankle. Your back heel is over your toes. You're actually using your core and your abs to twist you back to center. Make sure you are twisting towards the leg that is in front to really feel this in your obliques and your side. Beautiful control. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. You'll stay in your lunge. In 2, whichever side you're at. In 1, stay low and pulse. It's a pulse, pulse, pulse. Yogis, you can make this as big or as small as you want. It's not about how fast you're going. It's about where you're going. So use your breath. You got this. Just for 4. Just for 3. Back to singles. In 2 and 1. So come to stand back up. It's a down and over and in and up. Beautiful, yes. So we'll get the other side pulsing at the very end, but come back to your singles first here. Give these just as much attention as your first set. Do these look just as good as the beginning? Maybe they look better. Breath to movement. You're there for 8. Just there for 7. So good, so strong. And 6, beautiful control. It's all about the control. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. You'll stay in your pulse. In 2, other side, and 1. So find whatever lunge you didn't do on the first side. It's okay if you switch it up, but make it a pulse, pulse, pulse. Beautiful. So the control here, your shoulders are over your hips. You're not leaning forward. You're not leaning back. Straight, strong spine. We're not here long. So good. Just for 4. Just for 3, yogis. You're done. In 2 and 1. Good push, everyone. And then, yes, get some blood flow in your knees and your quads. Yogis, grab water, towel off. You know what we're doing. We're moving into cardio. And this has not changed since I've been doing the virtual workout. So it is that boxing sequence if you've joined us before. Make sure there's nothing you can trip on your mats or your space, whether it's a water bottle or weights or your child or your dog or your cat. It is a boxing sequence, and it's just as much a mental challenge as a physical challenge. This isn't just about being coordinated. This is functional and practical movement. It's a little over 4 minutes, so push yourself, but pace yourself. Yogis, if it feels good for your knees today, and if you're ready, meet me on your mats in a jump rope side to side. So yogis, you can always make any of these workouts a step touch or do a side to side movement to slow it down. Be kind to your knees, totally fine. My only rules are you keep your head above your heart and you keep breathing. Move at some point just to keep that blood flow going. Use open mouth exhales today for cardio. Yogis, I'll demo what we're doing in case you haven't joined us. We're starting with our right side. It's gonna be a jab, a cross, and a duck. When you're ducking, it's like a squat. Jab's coming back to your face. Cross, you're crossing the midline of your body. Yogis, start to bring your right side first. Protect your face. Tuck your chin. You ready? Here we go. It's jab, cross, duck. Jab, cross, duck. Yes, jab, cross, duck. Beautiful. Get low. So we're ducking low, almost like someone is swinging, right? Lower than your shoulders. Bring it back to your face. Beautiful, Abby. Yes. Tuck your chin. Got to protect that money maker. Cross the midline of your body so you're exhaling as you twist. You're there for 4. Just there for 3, make it a jump rope. In 2, to the side. In 1, jump your rope. Just take it side to side. Yogis, slow it down here. Catch your breath, jumping jacks. In 4. Oh, beautiful. Yes, you want to get into it. Just keep going. Yogis, the options for jumping jacks here. You can make it side to side in a step touch or cross your feet in the middle for added intensity, but land lightly on your toes. Your arms are strong and engaged. You're there for 4, just there for 3, face the front. In 2, butt kickers. In 1, to the front, you'll kick it up, up, up. These are butt kickers. Your heels are coming to your glutes. Rock your weight forward like you're running. Your thighs are in line with your chest. Land lightly on your toes. Take out the bounce if that feels good. For 4, for 3, jump your rope. In 2, side to side. In 1, to the front, just slow it down. Catch your breath. You know we have to do the other side. Give this just as much attention and energy, maybe even more, because it is our left side that we so rarely use. But I am left-handed, so it's the same jab, cross, duck. Jabs are quick. Crosses, crossing your body. You're pivoting on that foot. You ready? It's jab, cross, duck. Yes, jab, cross, duck. Get low. Get low, dig deep. Yogis, this is functional movement. You're not just punching the air. Bring it back to your face. Got to protect your money maker. Yes. You're there for 8. Just for 7. You're there for 6. So good. So strong. You got it. You're for 4. Just for 3. Jumping jacks. In 2, to this side. In 1, jumping jacks. Second set. You can make them as big or as small as you want, but push yourself, pace yourself. We're almost done. You're there for 4. Just there for 3, face the front. In 2, it's Heisman's. In 1, right side. It's an in and in. You exhale as you bring your knee in. Use your core, use your abs. It's just a step back lightly. Almost no weight in that leg. You got this. You're here for 4. You're here for 3, swap sides. In 2, Heisman. In 1, other side, and it's in and in. You exhale as you knee. Beautiful. Yes, you got this. So good, so strong. Get it Monday. You're here for 8. And 7, almost done. And 6, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You're done in 4. You're done in 3. Just jump your ropes. In 2, and one. Jump your rope, just slow it down. Catch your breath. Feel like a badass that you are. You got it. You're done in 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful. Yogis, grab some water, towel off, catch your breath. This is technically the active recovery song, so we'll just make it slow. You can use no weights, body weight arm workouts are totally valid and they work. If you would like to do a little bit of active recovery, maybe you're lightweight, if that feels good. Yogis, we'll just start with wide arm bicep curls here. So it's lift and lower, lift and lower. Beautiful here. So wide arm bicep curls, maybe a 45-degree angle, one arm at a time, maybe if that feels good for you today. But palms are face up. You're exhaling as you lift. You're there for 4, just there for 3. You'll pulse it halfway into, and 1 little pulses halfway just for 4. Just for 3, you'll pulse it out into, and 1, pulse it out just for 4. Just for 3, make it an upright row into, and 1. So palms face in. It's a lift and lower, a lift and lower. You exhale as you lift. You're just narrowly swiping the front of your chest. Just for 4, just for 3, lateral lifts into, and 1. They look like this. It's a lift and lower, lift and lower. Yogis, find the same distance on each side. Your complete control of your weights. It's a lift and a lower with the same control. You're not letting your weights drop. You should be feeling this in your shoulders. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. We're gonna make them scarecrows into, and 1. Yogis, bring it at the side. It's an open, up, down, and in. So lift open, up, down, and in. So it's open, up, down, and in. Compound movement. Beautiful, so strong. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it high. Into, make it a chest press. In 1, so stay here. You lift up and lower, lift and lower. Beautiful, yes, thank you. So your elbows are underneath your wrists as you punch the ceiling. Just for 4, just for 3, you'll stay low. In 2, and bring it in. In 1, it's short, I promise. Bring it in and open. Beautiful, elbows together. Compound movement, not here long. Hello, shoulders, you got this. You're there for 4. You're there for 3. Ditch your weights. Into, and 1. You're done. Beautiful, yogis. We have to get those shoulders before we do a little bit of planks later today. We are doing something that I do in class. So if you've been to my class, welcome to a different class. It's called a dancer circle. It does have a little bit of core involved. So whenever you're ready, bring your left shin in front, ground down through that left butt cheek, and then point your foot almost like you're doing a half boat here. Keep your chest lifted. Dancer circles. They look like this on this side. So it's back and forward, back and forward. So find a distance that works for you. Use your core to help stabilize you. Option to touch the front, but always keep that leg lifted. You should be feeling this in your outer thigh. If you don't have this space, find something that works for you, but we're just here for 4, just here for 3. Find your boat pose. In 2, so a full boat pose. And 1, yogis, we've been here before. We're working on Russian twist. If you have your water bottle, your kid, a weight, whatever feels good, side to side, 3-part movement. Here we go. So it's right and left. Yes, you can keep your toes on the ground. You can hover them, but you're twisting with your core, not your weight or your arms. These are your abs. For 4, just for 3, you'll pulse it right. Into, and 1, little pulses right. Just for 4, 3, pulse left. Into, and 1, swap sides for 4, 3, dancer circle. And 1, yogis, bring whatever shin you did not have in front before. Find that half boat again. Keep that chest lifted. One long line from the crown of your head to the base of your spine. Here we go. It's an open and in. Yes, open and in. So again, like we said, each side of your body looks different. It's gonna feel different. Use your core to reduce that sway. You should be feeling this in your outer thigh. We're not here long. Exhale as you cross through the midline of your body right here. You're here for 4, just here for 3, back to your boat pose, into second set of Russian twist in 1. Last set, best set, or last set is fine too, but rock weight back until you feel your abs engage. It's a right and left or side to side. Yogis, find the same depth on each side. It can be as little or as deep as you, feel that you can do today. Just listen to your body. Give yourself an honest breakdown of how it feels. Be truthful with yourself. So good, so strong. You're here for 4, 3, pulse right into, and 1, right for 4, 3, pulse left into, and 1, pulse left for 4, 3, you're done into, and 1, beautiful. Good job, yogis. If you want to take some butterfly stretches or whatever feels good, we just have a couple short little sequences here. We are doing a little bit of glutes, but gluteus maximus, so the big glutes, in a tabletop position. So bridge pose, it's going to be a hip lift and a lower. We'll add on as we go, but singles to start. So it's lift and lower, or whatever cadence, maybe the beat of the music you're listening to. But either way, your chin is off your chest. You're squeezing your glutes as you lift. Yogis, for added intensity, never let your glutes touch the ground. Just let them hover. Press into those heels. Use your quads. You're here for 4, just here for 3. You'll pulse it up in 2, and 1. Little pulses up. It's pulse and pulse. Beautiful. Press into your shoulder blades, your heels. You got this. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it high in 2, and 1. Hold it high just for 4. Just for 3. Open the knees in 2, almost like you have a band. In 1, we go. It's an open and in. Yes, open and in. Beautiful. You should feel this in the outer thighs that we just worked. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Back to singles. In 2, you're going to lift first. In 1, here we go. So it's lift and lower, lift and lower. Press into your heels. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Biggest muscles of your body, comprised of 3 muscles. They go all the way down to your knees and up to your spine. For 4, for 3, you'll pulse it up in 2, and 1. Little pulses up. It's a pulse and pulse. Make it small and controlled. Squeeze your glutes. Yes, you got this. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it high in 2, and 1. Hold it high just for 4. Just for 3. You'll open up those knees in 2 like you have a band. In 1, here you go. It's an open and in. Yes, open and in. You exhale as you open, shortening those muscles here. For 4, for 3, back to singles. In 2, last set. In 1, here you go. It's a lift and lower, lift, lower. Last set, best set. Yes, you can. Get it, Monday. So good, so strong. Use your breath, chin off your chest. Squeeze your glutes as you lift. You're here for 4, just here for 3. I'll pulse it up. In 2, it's the last pulse. In 1, pulse it up. It's a pulse and pulse. Squeeze your glutes. So good, so strong. Press into your heels. Yes, you're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it high. In 2, it's just a hold. In 1, hold it up. Just for 4. Just for 3, open up your knees. In 2, last time. In 1, here you go. Stretch, open and in. Open and in. Pretend you have that big red band that's in the studio. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Hold it high. In 2, last hold. In 1, finish it strong. Just for 8. Just for 7. So good. And 6. And 5. You're done in 4. You're done in 3. Roll it down in 2. And 1. You're done. Beautiful. Take some windshield wiper your knees to massage that low back here. Stretch out your glutes Yogis, we have one last short little sequence, and it is a plank series, but it's about 2 minutes. It's gonna be a 30-second hold, and then 30 seconds, we'll do Beyonce knees. So I'm not sure what other people call it, but Beyonce knees, like in her music video. And then 30 seconds, forearm back to palms. Other options would maybe be dolphin push-ups, but then a 30-second hold again. This is just a 2-minute plank series. So wherever you're at, please meet me. Knees are toes, palms are forearms. We'll start in 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful, yogi. So starting with that 30-second hold, your shoulders are warmed up for this. Push your mat away from you. Create space between your shoulder blades. Be kind to your neck. Gaze is slightly in front of you. Push into your palms. Hug up on your kneecaps. Bring your hamstrings towards the ceiling. You're there for 4. Just for 3, Beyonce legs. In 2, knee to knee. And 1, here we go. It's a right and left. Yes, right and left. Use your core. Use your abs. So strong, so good. Breath to movement. Don't hold your breath. That'll just increase your heart rate. Isometric hold. Here you go. You're there for 4. Just for 3. Just for 2. Forearm to palms. And 1. Here you go. It's down and down and up and up. Beautiful. Yogis, you have so many options. Dolphin push-ups are a great alternative. Maybe hip dip side to side. We're just warming up our core. You got this. You're there for 4. Just there for 3. In 2. Last hold. In 1. Yogis, forearms or palms. Knees or toes. Last set. 30 seconds. So good, so strong. Yes, you can. I know you can. Remember to breathe. Wherever you're at, take a big inhale and exhale. Charge through your heels. Hug up on your kneecaps. You got this. You're done in 8. You're done in 7. So good. So strong in 6. And 5. You're done in 4. Just 3. In 2. Come down onto your stomach. In 1. You're done. Beautiful, yogi. Thank you so much for indulging me. We even had more planned that we didn't have time for. These 45-minute classes go by very, very quickly. There's not a lot of time for rest. So give yourself these 3 minutes here that we have for stretching out. You totally and completely earned it. Yogis, if it feels good to do a seated forward fold, I think my student has died. Swing your legs around to either side here. Seated forward fold is great for your hips and your low back. Your knees can be bent any amount. Either way, with your inhale, find length. With your exhale, find depth, so hinge from your hips. And yogis, once you find your edge, then let your head fall. Just start to slow it down, return to your natural breath. Yogis, on your next inhale, slowly rise back up to center. Bend your knees. Bring your right ankle over your left knee. We'll take a seated half pigeon here, a seated figure 4. If you'd like to scoot your seat closer to your heel, you might feel a little deeper stretch. Yogi, slowly with control, release your ankle, bring your opposite ankle over your knee. You can sit your seat back down or readjust wherever feels right. And figure 4, slowly release your feet down to the mat, wrap around your shins, come on down to your back, and take wind removing pose. So squeeze those, constrict those knees slightly, get some blood flow in. Take a big inhale here, give yourself a big hug. And with your exhale, release, final Shavasana. Yogis, if you have the time, I highly encourage you to stretch out anything else that feels like it might need a little extra love and care today. We'll stay in Shavasana for about a minute and I'll guide us out when it's time. Yogis, if you have the time or if it feels good for you, know that you can stay in Shavasana as long as you'd like. Now more than ever, we need to practice that patience, that mindful stillness, and as always, being present wherever we're at. Give yourself this rest so you can work on recharging your batteries, right? Being present in everything else that you do. Taking this time for yourself is not selfish, it is self-love. We work out of a celebration for our bodies, not because we hate our bodies, right? Yogis, if you'd like, with an inhale, find a long body stretch. And with your exhale, fetalasana, fetal position onto either side of your body, using your bicep as a pillow. Call to mind whatever intention you set at the beginning of class, maybe the person you dedicated your energy or time to, maybe that person was you. If and whenever you're ready, slowly push up to a seated position facing the front of the room. You can keep your eyes closed or softened, but feel proud of yourself for carving out this time. It is not easy, especially in times like these. So congratulate yourself and thank your body. Yogis, if you'd like, bring your hands to heart center, and your thumbs to your heart for kindness in our actions, thumbs to our lips for kindness in our words, and thumbs to third eye center for kindness in our thoughts, always, 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 most especially towards ourselves. Bowing forward, we seal in our practice today.